All right, morning, y'all. Sorry I'm getting this video up late. It appears that every resource I try to make a lesson with doesn't work anymore on these computers. So I am getting frustrated, and I just keep going back to YouTube videos because it isn't working for me to get interactive stuff on this in time. I can't figure out the Google Earth thing with these computers to download it all for you guys easily. So I don't know what's going on or what to do about that. But so for today, we're just gonna go over a little bit of the slides, which I also can't get into the format I want to get them because I hate computers, and this is getting frustrating. So we're just gonna quick go over these slides. I'm gonna put these YouTube videos up for you kids, and then I want you to answer the question that I proposed to you. And hopefully we can start doing some interactive stuff soon instead of just watching videos all the time. But I'm not holding my breath. I'm very frustrated right now, so I'm sorry. We're going to show you the screen, and we'll go over this together. Okay, so we covered map projections and kind of the introductory stuff with human geography. So now we're going to get into the actual nuts and bolts, so to speak, the content. We're going to start with human populations and how people interact with the space they're around, population density, what that means, the problems that come with it, how it came about, population growth, and all that kind of stuff. So the big question for this unit is what factors bring about change in cultures? Don't worry about writing a one-paragraph response. That's more like something we would do if we were in class together. And I had more time to kind of go over this stuff, basically. So don't worry about doing that. World population. So the main idea of this lesson is that geographers study how people, this lesson segment, geographers study how people and physical features are distributed on the Earth's surface. How people are distributed on the Earth's surface is population density, and that's what we're going to be covering to get started with. These two YouTube videos, these links here, I'll put them in the actual assignment too, so you can click the links yourselves. And there's two videos. One's about 4 minutes. One's about 8 minutes, if I remember correctly. And they kind of talk. They bring up the population increase in India and how it's such a problem that their country is facing. So basically, for today, I'm just going to have you guys watch those two YouTube videos, and then we'll get into it, into population growth after that. But before you watch the videos, I'm just going to kind of cover a little bit. So the world's population has increased rapidly in the past 2 centuries. That's 200 years, creating many new challenges. As you can see this here, I can't do the awesome laser pointer thing because we're not in the actual slide. I couldn't figure out how to get my slides on this into the PowerPoint presentation, so it's got to be on the internet, which is frustrating to me. So anyways, 1750, here's the human population. Population in millions, so 1,000 million would have been a billion, and then so on and so forth. So 1750, 1800, we're very slowly going up. By 1850, we're doing pretty good compared to 1750. Looks like that's about 900 million people by 1850. We're at almost 1.5 million. And then as you can see, all of a sudden, pew! So from 1950 to 2050, there is more growth than all of the other centuries added up. So pretty incredible stuff. Once we figured out farming practices and to get a lot of food to people, and then medicine. We invented medicines in the 1950s. It was like, what was the big one? penicillin, antibiotics, all that kind of stuff just cut birth deaths and death rates so much that the population just skyrocketed. So nowadays we're at more than 6 billion people. So we're about, here-ish. 2020, we're almost, we're almost like right here. Population growth is actually slowing down, though. It's slowing down faster than they expected it to slow down, and that's something we'll get into later on. Has the population in our community increased or decreased in recent years? Think about new schools opening, and also buildings going up everywhere around there. I would say our community is probably the Twin Cities, since you guys some of you live in St. Paul, some live in Minneapolis, and I think a couple of you guys even live in some suburbs. So we'll just call it the Twin Cities area. And is our community growing or shrinking? I think that's relatively obvious. It's growing. Reasons for population growth. So these are the big reasons that population has shot up so much in India and everywhere else in the world. India will be the case study that we're looking at. I don't know if you guys know what a case study is, but a case study is we're looking at one bit to determine the larger picture. So if your study was why are populations growing? Well, in this case, we're looking at India. So India is our case study. Anyways, so death rate has decreased. Less people are dying than used to. We have better healthcare. People get antibiotics now. They can live longer. They have better living conditions, and there's more food supply available. There's not as much famine as there used to be. Famine being when crops fail and people starve and die. That used to be a very popular thing. It happened all the time, where nowadays it's very rare. There's only one famine in the world that I know of right now, and it's in Yemen. It's caused by the war there. Birth rate, so death rate's decreased. The death rate is the number of deaths per year for every 1,000 people. I said fro, but that's supposed to be for. Birth rate has so the death rate is number of people divided by every 1,000. That's the death rate. Birth rate is the number of people born divided by every 1,000 of people. So birth rates have increased. People are having more children than they used to have because less children die, and also in the developing world, having more children means more kids can work for you and make you more money. So birth rate has increased. High birth rates in Africa and Latin America. So that Latin America being South America. Many of you have Latin American ancestry. Okay, so next we're going to get into those maps, but we'll do that stuff tomorrow. So we're going to just keep it short here. This will be the introduction video, and then you guys will have to watch these other 2 videos. So 3 videos today. It's a whole bunch of videos. Sorry, I couldn't get the cool interactive lesson to work. So my apologies. All right, y'all take it easy and have a good day, and we'll see you around.